up, everybody? It's Mackenzie with K Renee Homeschool, just coming to you with another review video. This is actually going to be on math lessons for a living education, level 2. So I've seen a couple videos on this on Homeschool On. She's a really good vlogger and blogger. She has a bunch of different curriculums that she reviews and goes over. I actually watched a lot of her videos when I was trying to look for curriculum for my son. So, I've watched a few different ones, but she's probably one of the main ones that I've watched. So I did a review on lessons for a living education for language arts, and now this one is going to be for math. So my son is in level 2, so like I said, my son has attention issues, so when it comes to math, he's actually more behind. Like, he's that type of kid where he's at like a 4th grade reading level. Like, I've seen some reviews where kids can't, you have to read this to the kids right here, because the whole story, this is like how it starts a new concept. My son can read that. He can read this whole thing. And so he can read it to me, but his math, he's just like a little under a grade 2. Like, he still struggles with just adding regular 1-digit numbers. So I'm still trying to get him to learn his math facts. And so we're right there. But that's why I think if your child is a little behind in math, or even just at like an average level for math, I think this is a really great curriculum. I actually do supplement this because I don't think it's missing anything. I just think I want more repetition. So like when you learn something, a new concept, I want more practice of it. And I don't feel like there's maybe enough practice. So either I make my practice on my own on the whiteboard, or I actually supplement it with this. I got this from Target, and I am really liking the School Zone brand. I don't believe they're core curriculum, but they are like how I learned it growing up. It's just math facts and, straight to the point, no core involved. Yeah, I specifically did not want anything that has to do with the core curriculum at all. Like, I was just like, this is not how you learn math. It's not right. It should be banned. For my son, because he's got like attention issues, it's super colorful and it's super fun to do. There's like mazes and connect the dots. So this one's actually grade 1 through 2. And it's got addition and subtraction, time, money, and fractions, word problems, and more. So it actually gives you like a review of 1st grade and 2nd grade. So what I really like about these two in conjunction too, I know you guys probably won't use them in conjunction, but what I like about them in conjunction is this one, if you do them next side by side to each other, they actually run across, like, along the same lines. Like, when this one is doing time, this one's doing time. When this one is doing addition, that one's doing addition. When this one's doing money, this one's doing money. It's so cool how they're so close in that way, which I was like, okay, that's a win. Hello, didn't even mean for that to happen. Like that. So let me open this up so you can see it. So this is level 2. Now, if your kid is, this curriculum does not go by grade, it goes by level. So that means that just because this is a level 2 does not mean that it's suitable for grade 2, meaning like it could be too easy for your grade 2 child. So that means you got to get a level 3, or it could be too hard for your level 2 or your grade 2 child, and you need a level 1, stuff like that. So this is actually well suited for my 2nd grader. He's 7 and he is in 2nd grade. So he did public school from kindergarten to 1st grade. Kindergarten was totally fine. I think I went over this in another video. 1st grade he could not get math. He struggled. I mean, he was like, they didn't really grade him like A, B, C, D. They grade him like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, stuff like that. And he was like out of 1. Like, I cried. I was like, I felt like a bad mom. Like, being a single mom and hearing that after you have to deal with everything at work and everything in day-to-day life, and to hear that your kid is doing terrible in math or terrible in school, period, is a shot to the heart. And so after a couple things in that school, I was just like, his kindergarten teacher was very wonderful. First grade teacher, she wasn't bad, but she not so much. Wasn't really feeling it. And he was really bored. It just wasn't the same. Some people are built for it, some are not. And you know, the only reason why I'm okay with my son, I'm not the best with young children either, but it's my son, you know, and I'm his mom, so it's really easy that way. But anyway, so when we approached second grade, I pretty much had to start over. So I do like how it starts with a review of first grade, and it starts out easy to kind of gain their confidence, especially if their confidence has been shot from the year before. So like, say your kid was in public school and that's why you pulled him out was because of the core curriculum, or he or she was not doing well, then, you know, maybe you can relate to this, but that's my story. So when you start out, this is really similar to the Lessons for a Living Education language arts version. It's very similar. The scope and sequence is right in the beginning, tells you what you're going to learn, all the different lessons, and then the next page talks about using the course, the things that you need to know about the course, teacher's information. It tells you actually what you're going to need as manipulatives, and there are things that you can use around the house. They actually have most everything you need in the back of the book. Mine's already pretty much ripped out because we've been using it. It's already halfway through the year. But they've got things in the back that you can use. Oh, let me give you an example. Here's one of the manipulatives, and it's just a page from the back of the book. But I bought these sheaths from the Dollar Tree, so they're pretty much dry erase things that you can just, instead of having to buy a laminator, say you're on a budget, go to the Dollar Tree, get these little slip-in things, and you can take these in and out and switch them out. So that's what I did with these ones. I didn't have a laminator yet. I actually did get one, but whatever, these are only $1. So this is one of the manipulatives. So these are called Addition House. Anyway, it helps you with the larger addition, so you can do double digit adding here. So, which is really nice. And then it gives you subtraction fact sheet. On the back is addition. So I actually time my son, now that we're a little further into it, I time him with these. So throughout the whole book, they have tons of manipulatives that are just in the book, and you can use things laying around the house, paper clips, stuff like that, with this curriculum. So you don't have to buy a huge manipulative set with cubes and all that stuff. You can get cubes from the Dollar Tree though, the little foam ones. They're not the clicking ones, which I had as a kid, which were really fun, but the foam ones are just as good. You can buy like I think it's a pack of like 50 or something, or maybe, yeah, I think it's 50. For $1, you can get like 3 of them and be totally good for $3, when manipulative kits can be like $20+. It's ridiculous. So anyway, so this is Charlotte Mason teaching. It's very, very real world scenario. It is Christian based, which I love, of course, being a Christian. It incorporates God. It incorporates seasons, life lessons. The story, like the one in the language arts, was about Micah and Claire. This one's about Charlotte and Charlie, one brother and sister, and their parents, and some things that they're learning, and they write letters to their friends in different countries. And here's one that's called, we're on lesson 12, it's called Introducing Perimeter. And so I had my son read half of this, I read the other half, and then you go to the next page and it gives you exercise 1. So you do that on day 1. So this one had 3 pages. Usually it's only 1 page per day. Okay, so he's been learning about money. That's what I really like. I do like supplementing it though, because I don't feel like this is enough practice. This is only 1, 2, 3, 4 questions, but I want him to get it more. Like, I want him to be able to put it in practice. So I actually did buy him a little money kit, which I found at Ross for like $9. I was like, how does Ross have this? I am so excited. Like, I cannot believe it. I just was like, I need this. And boom, it's right there. How did this happen? Okay, so there's that one. And then here is the giant map one. I want to show you inside of this one because this one is really, this one's fun. I like doing this with him. So you can actually, in both of these books, all the pages are perforated. So if you have the crate system, I do have that one, but I did not apply it well this year. But I will put that into work next year, the crate system. So right now when he's finishing papers, he actually puts his finished papers into the crate instead of pulling the papers that he needs out of it. But next year we will do it right. I promise you that. So here's like some example of the beginning. So it tells you like what you're learning, more subtraction facts, subtraction fact pairs, and then it has all of these, you know, learning about working on a number line. Abra will not stay in place. And then it helps you, you know, you use the number line to do the subtraction facts. And it really is open and go. It's really quick. And there's so many pictures. There's so many matching games, tables, skip counting. That's all like kind of first grade review. Now we're in fractions. We are in fractions and he gets it. I mean, he gets it so quick. I don't know why they were doing the Common Core. I was like, you're ruining him. Stop it. So we have not gotten here. We have not come to this point yet, but it's really colorful. It's really fun for kids that have attention span issues because he literally loves doing these ones, and we do like 2 a day. Sometimes we do 4. You don't have to. I just thought that we are running behind, but we're not. There is almost 400 pages, I think, in here, 300 something pages. And then at the end, all the answers are in the back. So if you need to revert back to that, as a teacher, as a help for you, you know, you can go in here. So this is pretty much like, this is the concept, learning the concept, practicing it. This is repetition. So this supplements it by doing the work. This is like homework for the learning, the concept. And I'm really glad I found these. So that's part of that, what we do for math. This one, how much was this one? I think my dad actually bought this one for me, but I think on the internet from christianbook.com, I think it was like $36. They're pretty expensive. I think you can find this cheaper somewhere else. On Curriculum Express, I think it's like $26. So I would suggest to shop around a little bit for it. And on Amazon, it's even more expensive, I think. This was at Target for like $10. So if you find the first one for like 25 bucks, you buy this for 10. I think it's worth it. All right, so do flashcards because I really want him to get that quick math fact remembrance. I don't want him to have to look at the card and be like, okay, 5 plus 5, okay, 1, 2, 3, 4. You know, I want him to know, okay, 5 plus 5 is 10. So he knows 10s plus something, 11 plus something, and I'm teaching him how to add 9s by remembering or thinking quicker, and he's getting it. It's awesome. I love seeing his progress. Another idea too, I know this is not reviewing the curriculum, but I wanted to throw this out there, is games. My son has to have games, or he gets bored, he gets irritable, he's like, Mommy, I'm bored, this sucks, what are we doing? Like, he's just that learner, and I kind of was too. So I made up a game. You can get these at the Dollar Tree. So I write numbers on the red ones, all the surfaces, right? And then this one, I'll put like a math sign. So I'll put like greater than, less than, equal to, plus, minus, you know, stuff like that. So if you're gonna do the greater than, equal to, I would say that you would only do greater than equal to and just make it like greater than equal to all the way throughout this thing, because I think that would be kind of hard to mix in the plus and the minus. And then you can roll these dice together and then you make a math sentence out of it. You can also just do plus and minus and then equals, and he can make, or plus and minus, and then he can make a math sentence and then he can solve it, or he or she can solve it. So that will be a fun thing for them to do if your child is a kinesthetic learner. So I know this video is dragging on 16 minutes. I'm so sorry, you guys. I gotta learn how to get this shorter, but that's my review on Lessons for a Living Education. I think I will buy the third one. I think I will buy the third one. I like it. It's a good curriculum. I do think it needs a little bit of a supplement, like with the extra pages, the paperwork, like the workbook. So I'll look for another one in that one. But yeah, I think it's a good curriculum. It has everything you need. If you're on a budget, your child needs the real world scenario to put things into a relative vision in their mind to be able to understand things. This is the curriculum for your child, and they're gonna have fun doing it, and you're going to see progress. You are going to see progress, because I was worried about that. I was like, it's not enough. My son is not learning enough. But give it some time. See that it works. Don't just jump ship right away, because I almost did that. I was like, maybe this is not enough. It just seems too easy. It seems too easy. But having that and also being creative, you can always make up your own problems for him or her to solve on a whiteboard, or even on their own personal chalkboard or their own personal whiteboard. That way it's really fun for them, and it's just different than writing on a piece of paper. So we had a lot of fun with one portion of it where we were learning place value, the place value village. That was fun. He had a lot of fun doing that, and I had a lot of fun doing that because he was super involved and he was able to touch all the objects that needed to be used. So yeah, I recommend it, you guys. I think you should try it out for kids that have attention issues and that are kinesthetic learners. So if your kid is already advanced in math, I would find something more challenging for them, something that's more like drilling. I hate that word, that sounds terrible, but like when you're doing math fact drills like that, like speed learning. I think Saxon is a pretty good one for that, if your child is a little more advanced. I actually have Saxon grade 3 because somebody gave it to me. I don't know, I might try it, we'll see. It's free, I have it already, so I can try and incorporate it next year, but I don't know if I will. We'll see. But that's my review, you guys. I think that it's a good buy, good recommendation. I've heard a lot of good things about it, and I agree. I think it's a great curriculum, and it's worth your money. Definitely worth the money if you're on a budget for curriculum. So yeah, if you like this video and want more content, go ahead and subscribe and hit the bell so you can get notified for when I do post new videos. I know it's been a long time since I posted my last video, but you guys just hang in there with me as we do life together. Okay, thanks so much and have an awesome day.